I'm Bugsy and I'm an addict. I'm going to be reading just for today, June 12th, 2024, A Vision of Hope, page 170, basic text, page 53. Yes, we are a vision of hope. By the time we reached the end of our road, many of us had lost all hope for life without the use of drugs. We believed we were destined to die from our disease. What an inspiration it was then, coming to our first meeting and seeing a room full of addicts who stay clean. A clean addict is indeed a vision of hope. Today we give that same hope to others. The newcomers see the joyful light in our eyes, notice how we carry ourselves, listen to us speak in meetings, and often want what we have found. They believe in us until they learn to believe in themselves. Newcomers hear us carry a message of hope to them. They tend to see us through rose-colored glasses. They don't always recognize our struggle with a particular character defect or our difficulties with improving our conscious contact with our higher power. It takes them time to realize that we, the old-timers, with 3 or 6 or 10 years clean, often place personalities before principles or suffer from other unsightly character defects. Yes, the newcomer sometimes places us on a pedestal. It is good, though, to openly admit the nature of our struggles in recovery, for in time, the newcomer will be walking through those same trials. And that newcomer will remember that others walked through that difficulty and stayed clean. Just for today, I will remember that I am a beacon to all those who follow in my path, a vision of hope. I think sometimes the line blurs between recovering addict and cured. I think some newcomers may assume that once you're in recovery, you're cured of the disease of addiction. But the reality is that we will always be addicts. And I've said this before, we have active addicts, we have sober addicts, and we have recovering addicts. And it's really important for the old timers that have some years under their belt to make sure that the newcomer understands that just because we aren't using anymore and just because we're in recovery and we're out of that darkness doesn't mean we won't ever have dark days. Doesn't mean that we won't have struggles to deal with. And just because you're in recovery doesn't mean it's rainbows and roses and butterflies and puppy dogs and just, total bliss for the rest of your life. There are going to be ups and downs. The difference between the newcomer and the old timer is that the old timer has defeated those struggles and have the resources to approach struggles with the tools that they have acquired through Narcotics Anonymous and through recovery and things that they've learned along the way on how to deal with life as it comes at you. It isn't just, I'm sober now, so I get everything I want. And it's sober now, so there'll never be another hard day in my life, which is not true. And it's not healthy to think that that's what recovery is. It just means that we're sober and we are living and experiencing life with a sober mind. And when things get hard, we don't immediately think, oh, I need to go get high. I need to go get drunk. I just need to go get effed up so I can handle this. We think, all right, I've been through worse. What are we going to do to get through this rough patch? And it's really important for the old timer to show the newcomer that it's worth the journey. The ups and downs, it's worth the rewards that we get. Basically, we're rewiring our brain to understand the reward center in our head in a way that an addict can't do when they're actively using. So that dopamine and serotonin that we destroyed throughout our addiction, we're regrowing that essentially. And the newcomer just needs to know that just because we're in recovery doesn't mean we have all the answers, but by God, are we learning them? Are we seeking those answers? And when we find them, we are so willing. I don't know. I think that the newcomer is the most important person, and the newcomer should see us on the days we struggle, should be able to know that it's very transparent, that some days it's not as easy. Some days I'm going to get mad. Some days, and that's okay. We're going to be okay. And they're going to be okay. You just got to keep pushing forward. Don't go back. Just keep them off the streets, going out those doors. Because in addiction, you're not going to get that joy and that happiness that you get in recovery. So take a newcomer under your wing. Let them know that life gets better and it's worth the journey, and we are worth our recovery. And I hope everyone's doing well out there, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.